Hello friend, how is it going? Welcome back to Toyota Maintenance YouTube channel. Have today new customer, new vehicle, 98 Toyota 4Runner, 4-cylinder, manual, 4-wheel drive, with some super huge miles. What was that? 363,629 miles on the odometer. We were discussing with the owner what to do. She said wires and spark plugs. She was correct. The spark plug tip, if you look at it, can I show it? Depends on the lighting. Is it visible how it's missing, how the tip is burnt off? I hope you can see it. Anyway, this video will be about something else. She didn't pay me for an inspection, so I just look visually. Common sense, within a reason. And there's no coolant. Here. There's no coolant, it's dry. I said, hey, why there's no coolant? She said, well, I don't know, we did a big trip, we were towing something. I don't know, you will have to look at it and tell me what's up. Also, when it was sitting here for a while, there was no oil touching even the dipstick. So it was interesting. And I guess it shows the Toyota reliability. They can survive a huge negligence or abuse, whatever we can say. Now, this video will be about this fella. What is this fella? A radiator cap. And this radiator cap is known to us that it fails. It falls apart and we have to pay attention to it. It can cause, on certain designs and engines, it can cause intermittent problems. Overheating, which will be driving insane because it will overheat and then it will go away and it will overheat again and it will go again. So we know this little thing. It's very dangerous, but if it was the owner of this vehicle and she took it off, she will have no clue that something's wrong with it. Let me show you how you can recognize that something's wrong with this radiator cap. I have new one here to compare. I hope you can see the number. That glare, it's pretty annoying. But we will unpack it and put them side by side right now. So I assume that you will agree if a member of general public opens the hood and they inspect this radiator cap, they will say, cool, everything looks good, the rubber is there and it's not hardened or cracked. This is a good Toyota radiator cap, right? Well, let's put them side by side and see if there is really any difference. And you can see I was not lying to you. Most of us who work on these vehicles, we know that already fell apart. And we better go fishing right now for the remaining parts. We can just hope they're still stuck at the entry of the radiator. They didn't fall in, and we'll start traveling in the system. I will try my best to maintain your field of view, but also have some space for me to work on it. And let's just hope that this is the remainings of it. But we came too late, my friend. It's all gone. Look at it. This is the radiator. That's the plastic of the radiator. Somewhere down there, it's the missing part. And as you can imagine, there's no way for me to put some magnet there or something and fish it out. So our fishing expedition was not really successful. So as I said, I'm fully aware of these problems happening. This is the version, that's how it's supposed to look. There are both Toyota Denso products, and unfortunately this entire part is right now on top of the radiator, on top of those fins. We can just hope for that, but it is what it is. I've installed a brand new one. The vehicle didn't have any problems. She was not aware of this. She didn't know she has a low coolant. She didn't know she has a low engine oil. It's a typical Toyota. No matter what we do to them, they just keep serving to the owners. And it's like a little miracle, isn't it? How come this truck is perfectly running and came for the routine maintenance? When I had this 4Runner up in the air, I looked for both engine oil leaks and possible coolant leak, which will tell me why. There's basically expansion tank, it's empty, and here I see the coolant on top of the fins. Actually, I was expecting super long life, but there is some yellowish coolant which doesn't belong in this truck, and the bottom of the engine is definitely wrapped in the oil, so that will explain why the oil was low. I didn't see any coolant leaks, crystallization or whatever on the system, not on the bottom of radiator, nothing like that. So I'm assuming it's just a general lack of correct maintenance. I really hope you will find this video helpful. If you do, please give it a thumb up and stay tuned. I have way more coming your way soon. Thank you for watching, for supporting this channel, and have a great day, my friend.